Welcome to opening night, folks. Winter FEG PC series, truck series. I'm going to go over a little bit of the rules and how things are going to play out tonight. So, first thing, everybody must be in Discord, and we'll go over to Discord now so I can go over a little bit of the rules and whatnot. So, I'm going to head that way now. Alright. So we have a few things here. The hashtags here are text only spots. Then we have these team rooms here, which you can just take up position in whatever one you and your teammates want to take up into. Okay. This will be the general voice lobby, and this will be the pre-race lobby. This will be the lobby that I'd like everybody to go to just prior to the actual race start time. But let's go over to rules, which we are in right now, and I'll just go ahead and read them off here. You'll be able to see these yourself once you come into the Discord. Alright, first off, iRacing Sporting Code applies. I'm not going to try to discuss every single possible thing that goes on. If it breaks iRacing Sporting Code, you will be dealt with. Number 2 states that Discord is mandatory. So if you haven't downloaded Discord yet, I've already made a video on how to download it and kind of what you need to do to get started. And I'll drop that video as well. Podium finishers must do a post-race interview. That's number 3. Failure to do so will be minus 15 points for the race. Okay. If you are a podium finisher, meaning 1 through 3, you're to go in this broadcast waiting room right here. And GSRC broadcasters will pull you up. And we'll talk about GSRC here in a moment. Do not go into another team's Discord channel once the race begins, or unless they say that it's okay for you to do so. So basically, once the race starts, these aren't password protected. Don't drop into someone else's team's channel. If you do so, there's going to be a violation placed against you. Number 5, any complaints on other drivers, cut the replay and send it to me. You got my email right there. I'll deal out the punishments, and there is no appeals. So if you have a complaint on a driver, remember what lap it's on, cut the replay, and send it in to me. Give me a short description on what the problem was, and I will take care of it. Number 6, all week's $5 fees must be paid 15 minutes prior to qualifying sessions. Qualifying session starts at 8 o'clock, so you must have your $5 in at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. 15 minutes prior to the qualifying session starting. Number 7, absence from a race does not exonerate you from paying your $5. So, say this week you can't make it. That's fine. Next week, you'll have to pay the $5 for that week, plus the $5 for the week that you missed. Reason being is I budgeted for the full season, and I'm expecting those, even though it's just $5, all that money adds up, and that goes towards all the fees necessary to run the league. GSRC is close to $100 per broadcast, and of course I'm giving out $100 per race as well, and then of course at the end of it all we're giving out pedals, and so basically it all goes towards that. So basically you signed up, it's $5 a week, pay that 15 minutes prior to the qualifying session starting, and you'll be fine. If you'd like to pay all 10 races up front, you can do that and save yourself $10. It's only $40, and you can do that tonight. All payments will be made friends and family, number 8, through PayPal, and you can send it to my email there. Number 9, top 4 drivers and points going to Homestead will fight for the grand prize. The grand prize is Husingveld Sprint pedals, to the winner, or they can opt out if they have pedals and get $500 in cash paid via PayPal. In the event that fourth place, there's multiple drivers tied, which is highly unlikely, but in the case that there is a tie for fourth place, every driver that's tied for fourth place will make the final round. So if 3 people have the same points in fourth place, if 4th, 5th, and 6th have the same points, 4th, 5th, and 6th will be also in the championship. Number 10, top 40 qualifiers will make it in. As you see, we have more than 40 entries, and some people are not going to be making it to the race each week. So the top 40 qualifiers are going to make it in, and you'll notice that there's still 3 spots remaining if you read in the rules here. 3 drivers that did not qualify will make it in on the amount of practice laps that they did. So if you're not one of the 40 fastest drivers, you still have a shot at making it in. I'd suggest you get into the server early and start putting down some practice laps. You'll make it in that way as well. No driver ever has an automatic bid in, even if they are number 1 in points. The only race that drivers have an automatic bid in is the final race, Homestead. All 4 drivers will automatically be in the final round. So everybody qualifies every single week. With that said, once the 40 qualifiers have been chosen and saw, do not go into the race if you did not qualify. How will you know if you qualified? If you take a look at the left-hand side here, you'll see official race lineup. Shortly after the qualifying, you'll be able to click on there, and you'll see the 1 through 40, and then the 3 people down at the bottom who made it in on practice laps. If your name is not in here, do not go into the race server. If you do that, you will be suspended for at least 1 race. Okay? So if you don't see your name here, do not go into the race session. Now, if you believe that you should be in the race session, message me. It's possible I could have made a mistake, and we'll get that rectified. Back to the rules. Number 11, 1 drop week. There's 1 drop week for everybody. Okay? So your best 9 weeks will be tallied for points. Okay? Well, actually, your best 8 weeks, because the final race at Homestead you're not able to drop it. So number 12, races will be broadcast by Global Sim Racing Channel. With that said, they also broadcast on iRacing's official channel, which means that all of our paints have to adhere to broadcast standards by iRacing. Basically, don't have any lewd paints, because if that happens, Global Sim Racing Channel is going to have to drop us, and they are one of the best channels. We'll go over and take a look at Global Sim Racing Channel right now so you guys can see it. Global Sim Racing Channel, they have almost 9,000 subscribers. They're probably one of the best broadcasting companies. They are one of the best broadcasting companies out there. Otherwise, iRacing would not have them broadcast on their channel. So in addition to the nearly 9,000 subscribers at Global Sim Racing Channel, Global Sim Racing Channel also will stream our races here at the iRacing Esport Network, where they have nearly 27,000 subscribers. So if you have any lewd paints, make sure you either take them off or make them a little better. Here you can see over here, Global Sim Racing Channel, the last one they did was 22 hours ago. So they are posting on iRacing Esports Network, so we're going to have plenty of coverage. and that's also why it costs so much to take part in having them broadcast our stuff. One caveat about Global Sim Racing Channel for week 1 is they require a 30-day notice to be able to broadcast, and obviously we didn't make the 30-day deadline, so with an agreement with them, they're going to broadcast all of our other races. They are just not going to broadcast the very first race, which might work out well for us because we can get some of the bugs out, get some of the kinks and bugs out. But Global Sim Racing Channel is our broadcaster, but they will not be broadcasting race 1. We did not meet the 30-day prior to the league starting requirement. All right. Some other things down here. Added, check the official race lineup thread after qualifying to see if you made the top 40. Do not go into the race until your name is shown in that thread. Again, if you take a look up here, official race lineup, you'll click that and your name will be here. If it's not, do not go into the race lineup. If you think that you should be in the lineup, let me know. Going back. The other notation I made was all payments to be made friends and family, and I left a link here. Well, it's not really a link, but you can copy paste it and you can pay your $5 in that way. But that's pretty much all the rules. The iRacing Sporting Code applies, pretty much covers every single possible scenario that we could run up against, instead of me making a book here for you guys to read with a million pages. So that's what we have for the rules. Now, as far as I'm gonna bring you over to my page here. If you have not already, make sure that you go to the league directory, and in here you search for Ford Entertainment Group. If you just type in Ford Entertainment Group like that, it's going to pop up here. Click on it. Oh, I guess I should click on it. Click on it. And then over here, it's going to allow you to apply. You're going to need to apply for the league to be able to race tonight. Okay? And I'll show you why here in a moment. You're going to need to apply to race. So make sure if you're one of the 20 or so far who have not applied that you do so, and I'll accept your application. Here's the reason why we need to apply. I do have the session already pre-made out right here, and basically I have it set up to where it's only going to allow drivers who are part of the Ford Entertainment Group to come in to the session. So make sure you apply to the league. Now when the time comes for the server to open, which you're looking at it here as 6 p.m., that's because I'm in Central Time. It's actually 7 p.m. Eastern, like notated. So 7 p.m. Eastern, this is going to come online. Where you're going to see that, if you look here, you see where it says T, because it's a tournament. It'll be tournament style. Don't look here for your hosted session. Look up here above hosted sessions where it's tournament sessions, and you'll see it right here. And as long as you're a member of the Ford Entertainment Group league, you don't need any passwords or anything. You can just jump right in. So make sure you are. Alright. And lastly, like I did say, and I'll go ahead and go to this now. If you don't have Discord, you know now that you need it. So here it is right here. Discord, how to download and start. You can go ahead and take a look at this if you don't know how, and it will cover how to download it and how to get your mic and a few other little things. It's very basic, and it's all you need to know to be able to take part. So I'm sure I probably missed a few things there, but we'll have a chance to go over it during the practice and in qualifying, and I'm sure people are going to have more questions. But week 1 will probably be our most bumpy week as we all figure out how to move around in the league settings, and some of us haven't used Discord as much as others, so there'll be a little bit of growing pains in week 1. And the good thing is week 1 does not broadcast, so we have a little bit of extra time if we need it. So good luck tonight to everybody. I'm going to upload this to YouTube right now, and I will have it out to you guys shortly. Good luck tonight, boys.